Every Tuesday, some of the best stand-up comedians trying to break into the industry come to Sal's Comedy Hole to do a comedy show and win a contest so that they can be at the Super Bowl comedy stand-up show in January 28th, 2019. Come on by, watch some great comedy as these great star-rising comedians try to break into the industry.
So we're starting this night because we've got quite a few great performers out there who want to get up and showcase their 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes. I'll give you the light at 2 minutes, which means it gives you 1 whole minute. So remember that, not 30 seconds, 1 whole minute. Now remember, this is to get the third player in our grand finale show, which is going to be January 28th, called Super Comedy Stand-Up Bowl. And I did that because I couldn't say Super Bowl. Anyways. But it's going to be a great event, $500, and it turns out that we're going to do it someplace special. I can't tell you yet because we're working on that. And so we want to keep you in mind that we're trying to progress this show to be something special. In fact, to make it special, we actually got a pretty good judge for us today. He judged us during our grand finale a couple weeks ago, and now he's back. So it's a big, great hand for Jonathan Phineas. Now, Jonathan, of course, many of you may know, I may have seen the clip, he actually was on Con Glass Standing, did a great job. He's been doing touring, he's been on Conan, so I want you to know that he has some notes for you at the end as well, so you can get some ideas if you want any notes. And basically, I would say, come up here and do a great job. I asked him if he could come up and talk with us, and he says, no, because you guys are the stars, right? So give him a big hand for saying, guys, that's pretty awesome. I've said this before, and I'm going to continue to say this, that I think it's important to know that when you're running around doing mics all over the, did you say valley here? What do you call it here? LA, what is it? Come from all over the place. I don't know what you call it. I came from Phoenix and we always say the valley. So whatever this is called. In LA, you know, you really should come here if you're ready to win, because you came to here win some money. That's why we put $50 on the table, okay? So $50, give yourself a big hand for winning $50. The grand prize, of course, is going to be $500, and that's a special treat. I know the last winner, he came up to me after and he says, dude, thanks, I needed that $500. That's half my rent. I'm like, where are you renting? I want to go there. Anyways, so we're not going to wait much longer. I'm going to go ahead and get the list together, and it's right down here. Is anybody else that came in late while I was talking? No? No? Okay, so let me get the list and we'll start going. I'll tell you the first 3 people up. Okay, to make this efficient, make sure you, when you're up on deck, wait over here or over here so I know where you are. And let's make sure we have it. 2 minutes, don't run the mic, of course. The light's going to be me down there, whatever I happen to flash at you. And I'm not going to flash anything unless it's the 1 minute. Okay, so we have Andrew Mercado, we have Nikki Bond, and then we have Tuto. So right now, let's give it up for Andrew Mercado. I remember your name finally.
Hey. So my whole life, I've always wondered why the Ninja Turtles wear masks. Guys, what are they trying to hide? What, the fact that they're giant fucking turtles? I feel like that's pretty obvious to literally everyone in this room. I want to know if there's one dude that's really fooled by this. Is there like one guy sees them without their mask one day and he's like, holy shit, bro. And the whole time I thought they were just young dudes with green skin and like 3 fingers on each hand and like a shell covering their entire bodies. But as soon as I saw them without their thin, brightly colored mask only covering their eyes, found out they were in fact just mutant teenage-sized turtles. Just the dumbest motherfucker you've ever met, fooled by the tiny, tiny mask. Hang out with that dude, man. Yeah, no, I've always been fascinated by older expressions. Some of them don't make any sense to me. You ever heard of screwed the pooch? That expression, screwed the pooch? It's crazy to me. Guys, decades ago, people were going around telling each other this. Literally, they were going around telling each other that they fucked the dog. That's what they were doing. That's insane that they were just doing that. If you don't know what the expression means, it means that you messed up terribly. And I don't know why it means that, because other things that mean the same thing, like drop the ball. See, drop the ball makes sense, because it was probably an accident, right? You drop balls an accident, but if you screw a pooch, that's no accident, you guys. That was probably premeditated. Like, the guy that was thinking about screwing the pooch was probably thinking about doing that shit for a long time already. That guy's just a sick son of a bitch. That's it. Didn't do that on accident. It's not like you walk into a park one day, you drop something, you go to pick it up, you're just like, whoops, goddammit, these dogs are everywhere. Gotta stop walking around with my dick out. This is crazy. I've been dating a lot. It's exhausting. I fucking hate it. I'm more of a monogamous person. Been single for too long. It's been getting so bad that I've been reading about birds lately. Yeah, I've been reading about birds. I found out that 90% of birds are monogamous. Did you guys know this? Yeah, 90% of birds are monogamous. That's how I found out. I am 90% bird, you guys. Yeah. And 10% slutty bird. It's the drunk side of me, I guess. Told this to a friend who was like, dude, that doesn't make any sense. Your math is ridiculous. And I told him, dude, I'm 90% bird. Birds can't do math. Then I turned around, flew away, and flipped him the bird. Okay, that's my time. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Win this, okay? I'm 100% bird, just to let you know. Okay, so Nikki Bond, come on next.
I had a dream that my grandma ate me out. You know how fucked up it is to wake up and be like, oh cool, I just dreamt that my dead grandma went down on me and I kind of liked it. It was nice to see her though. We're really close. I blame my boyfriend for all this. He's always on tour. And it is true what they say, like, absence makes the heart grow fonder of other men. Ready to give to someone else. Every time he's coming back from tour, he calls me up. He's like, hey, you excited to suck my dick? No, it's the last thing. Like, the only way I'm motivated to give this guy a blowjob is if I pretend his dick's a mic. He's like, I'll give you 5 minutes. I'll let you at 3 when I'm about to come. I'm like, I'm gonna give time back to the room, okay? He jackrabbits. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's when they stick it in you and go like this. Like, what? I confronted him, I was like, hey, guess what? When you do that, it's not a fun time. He says, well, I have to do it that way or else I'm going to lose my boner. You fuckers always use your boners as excuses. You're like, I can't wear a condom, I'm going to lose my boner. I have to stick it in your ass first, I'm going to lose my boner. I can't marry you, I'm going to lose my boner. I was just in Toronto, I'm from Canada, I moved here right before America became great again. I feel the same way about getting my citizenship as I did about losing my virginity, though. I should have held out like 4 more years. I go back there and all my mom does is have her friends over and just rag on me. You know, her and her friends are like, you millennials want everything so fast and easy. You're never going to hold down a job. You're never going to be in a long-term relationship. You're never going to own a home. We are going to own homes. We're just waiting for our parents to die. I'm ready for her to die. She's hot. I can't handle the way I look because I grew up with a hot mom. Like, my mom's the kind of hot where my dad for sure kept his eyes open when they had sex. Growing up was tough because she was single. I had to get cock-blocked. Like most kids, I was so jealous they were faking sick to get out of school, and I just had to fake sick to get met out of my mom. You feel bad for my mom? Well, I have to get off stage or else I'm going to lose my boner. I'm Mickey Mom. Thanks, guys.
Then we're going to have Pat Dillon, and then we're going to have Josh Edelman. So let's give it up for Kudo!
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. What's up, guys? Woo! Thank you. My name is Tuto Maregula. Take your time. It's a bit of a mouthful. My name sounds like an African war cry. It sounds like some shit they'd say in Black Panther, you know? You could take the term, Wakanda forever, and put my name in there, it still sounds just the same. Like that scene when they're about to charge out into battle. King T'Challa could be just there and just go, Niabasabana! Hurry! Asimasadi! Tuto! Maregula! Charge forward. I am from South Africa. Yes, I'm a poor man's Trevor Noah. Dude, I've been thinking about the youth lately. Anyone else? It concerns me. When did we become the ass-eating generation? Yeah, when did ass-eating become something that is associated with millennials? Have you ever had a conversation with someone that tries to treat you like you're not a human being for not eating ass? There was a cryptic shit. Yo, there's a metaphysical connection that you get with someone that you love. It's some next love shit. No, it's not. It's primitive. You're putting your face when someone defecates. That's like when my gay friend says, dude, it's not gay if I suck your dick. Yes, it is, Keith. Nice try. Dude, I can't watch Game of Thrones with my white friends anymore. Because I watched it with my black friends and I couldn't go back. Yeah, man, because once you watch it with black dudes, it's an event. It's like watching Game 7 of the NBA Finals every single Sunday. And you may not know what's happening because everyone's talking throughout the entire episode, but the energy is amazing. The energy is just like, yo, check this shit out, son. She's about to burn this motherfucker. Yeah, man. Yo, check it. Oh, shit, guys, burn, bitch. What I tell you, dog? That's Khaleesi right there, cuz. As opposed to watching it with white guys who just give you useless trivia. Dude, it's actually kind of crazy the way they wrote Arya Stark this season. She's just like Lady Catelyn Stark from the book. But Lady Catelyn Stark is actually Lady Stoneheart, but she died and came back in the way. Shut the fuck up, Andrew. I don't care. I just want to see the boobs and the blood, you know. I have an African joke that I've been working on for about 47 years. If you get the joke, dope, Wakanda forever. If you don't, life's a bitch and then you die. Here it is. African joke. Thank you guys.
I think that goes with ass licking. I don't know. I could be wrong. So, now, Pat Dillon, Josh Edelman. Then we have Alice Hamilton. So, one more time for Kudo. And now coming on deck is Pat Dillon.
Cheers, man. There's a place down the street that sells gluten-free macaroons. Now, that's because of fucking, if I didn't eat pizza, pasta, pancakes, fucking goddamn fucking sandwiches, BLTs, you know what the first thing I would miss was macaroons. Who the hell quits everything that's made out of bread, which is everything good? And it's like, you know, macaroons, that's really where bread lost me, man. I realized I had road rage recently because I got road rage while I was on the bus. Wasn't even driving, man. We got cut off by a Prius. I was just like, you son of a bitch, we're in a way bigger vehicle with way more felons. How dare you come in? And then it slowed down. And that's the thing, is when it slowed down, I wanted to curse, but there was a baby next to me. And then I just realized the baby had like a neck tattoo, and I was just like, picked the wrong bus, motherfucker. So, my new favorite thing to do is find somebody that is that has a surgical mask on the bus and sit next to him and then just cough. I've been looking up videos on tuberculosis just to get my form right. I mean, seriously. So I got with a surgical mask eating a hot dog at the 7-Eleven. It's like, you didn't really care about germs that much, did you? It's wearing that for show. The thing is I knew he was crazy because I worked at that 7-Eleven and I had been there for 8 hours. No one had put a hot dog on, man. That could have been the same hot dog that I put on fucking yesterday. He's fucking grabbing this hot dog, he's putting relish on it. 2 hours before that, I saw a homeless guy scratch his balls and then scoop out a handful of relish and just eat it. And that's the same thing this guy's going with. But I'm glad he had that surgical mask, man. I'm pretty sure that's going to save him from the herb. But I took a quiz recently. It said that I was a sociopath. Thing is, I didn't believe it because I took a quiz right after that and it said that I was Mulan. And somehow I doubt their scientific method. But regardless, I'm Pat Dillon. You guys are awesome.
Give it up for Mulan! Pat Dillon. So, great job, guys. Looks like guys are coming up here to win. Win $50, right? That's what we're here for, right? So now, let's go through the order again. Josh Edelman, Tariq, and then we have Cappuccino Brown, and then Alice Hamilton. So give it up now for Josh Edelman. Woo!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the randomly changing order mic. I'm Josh Edelman. Fucking white people, right? I can say that because anyone can. A lot of people talk about how since Trump's become president, things have gotten worse for Muslims and African Americans and Latinos and women and the LGBTQ community. But I feel like things have also gotten worse for straight white guys. Because, it used to be so fucking great to be a straight white guy in America, right? But ever since Trump became president, it's only just been great. And if something doesn't change soon, we're on the fast track to things just being really good. And I don't know if that's a world I'm prepared to live in. But times are changing, right? Times are changing. I remember when I was young, I used to fantasize about being famous, and I would do things like practice my Oscar acceptance speech. Anybody ever do that? Now when I fantasize about being famous, I do things like practice my Me Too apology. Far more likely to give that speech. I gotta say, it's a little controversial, but the Me Too thing, it's been hard on us, guys. It really has been hard on us. Like, ever since the Me Too movement started, I don't even feel comfortable just harassing women anymore. But, what else? I started a new diet recently. I started a new diet where I only eat my roommate's food, but just to the point where they aren't quite confident enough to accuse me of doing it. It's a great way to lose weight and be passive-aggressive towards my roommates. I've been fighting a lot with my dad, too, recently. My dad, every time he calls me, he keeps saying the same thing to me. He goes, "When are you going to get a real job, Josh?" And I'm like out here in Los Angeles working hard, trying to pursue my dreams, but every time I talk, it's just, "When are you going to get a real job?" It's just like, "Dad, can you please just give me some more money?" But I'm broke and it's tough being broke because when you're broke, you gotta get creative. Like the other day, I made myself a pizza out of a slice of wheat toast, month-old spaghetti sauce, and a piece of string cheese. As I was eating it, I kind of felt like Robin Williams in that movie Hook. It was like, you're doing it, Peter. You're imagining. All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Josh Edelman in the struggle. All right, let's go through the list. Tariq, then Cappuccino Brown, and then Alice Hamilton. Give it up for Tariq.
Ah, shit, yeah. Let's give it up for the struggle. Yeah, man, I'm definitely struggling. I'm out here struggling. It's all about how you see it though. Like, there's a lot of positives and negatives going on in my life right now. Like, for instance, a positive is a lot more people starting to know my name out here in these LA streets. A lot of people starting to know my name, my face. The negative is they're all bus drivers. They're all, but either way you see it, I'm going places. So, you like that? You like that? Next stop, Sal's Comedy Hall. All right. Yeah. Japan. You guys know Japan and Apple are getting together and making a new iPhone. It's more efficient. It doesn't break as easy. It's made out of rice. All right? They're calling it the iPhone roll. But here's the fucked up part. They're selling the chopsticks separately. So, alright. I like that joke. What else, man? Very, come from an ethnic background. Right? I know. My brother's name is Hakasa. Very ethnic. I had it a lot easier than him, so my name was a lot easier to pronounce. He didn't have it easy, man. He didn't have it easy. Because a lot of people just they wouldn't even call him Hakasa, they just call him Ha. Ha. Bah. No. Call him Ha. I remember one time, he was just balling out, like the second half of the game. And at one point, the whole audience, every time he scored, the whole audience went, ah. 100 students, all going, ah. What else? Did you give me a light? No? Okay, cool. Sorry, lady, my bad. I don't want to close this out, man. I don't know. I'm hungry. I was born a big baby. Born 10 pounds. Since then, I've gained 120 pounds. All right. Hey, my name is Tariq Joseph, man. Thanks a lot.
Lifting up Tariq and his brother. All right. So, what's the order? Cappuccino Brown, Alice Hamilton, Scott Ilbara, let me give one more name, and Maria Cristina. So let's give it up for Cappuccino Brown.
Wait, was this just like stripper music? What is this? Exotic music? Music sound like it should come with like whips and chains and something. Something I can't provide tonight. Damn, 100 students was like, I bet it was just terrible. It just smelled awful, I bet. It was probably all moist in that area. Just all the mouths open at one time. Damn, that's way heavier than I thought. Okay, alright. Alright, now listen, here's the thing. Like Tariq was saying, man, public transit, this shit it's weird, man, but I would say, I think public transit is it's the place to be, right? Like, it's a social network of its own, bruh. Every time you go there, you're gonna see a bunch of new faces. Go see a bunch of new faces. You're gonna get some music. So it's gonna be some weird music though. It's gonna be from a homeless dude that's playing like bootleg CDs with music from the 20s on it. You don't know what it is, but you're like, it's kind of fascinating. It's food. There's always food on the train. I wouldn't recommend it though. I wouldn't recommend eating none of that food. I mean, people throw a lot of it away. Be a bunch of rats down there. Rats just be down there running, and God knows where. You don't ever think about like rats. Like you ever think rats run into a place and go, who the fuck live like this? I mean, I'm a rat and this is fucking disgusting. You never think about life from a rat's perspective? No? Alright, just me. Maybe that's just me being on the train too long. I don't know, give me a ride. Maybe that's what I'll do with my $50. I'll just ride the bus past her. I saw a lady with she had her phone like harnessed to her neck, bro. She got on the bus with her phone. It was like I don't even know, it was a harness, and then the phone was right here. So everywhere she turned, she was watching her show. I was like, what the fuck is wrong? Whatever show you watching ain't that serious. It's not. It's never that serious. But then I peeked and I saw it was How to Get Away with Murder. I was like, maybe just a little bit, just a little bit. But then I wanted to teach her a lesson. So because she had an iPhone, I just started airdropping her pictures of targets just to let her know what she looked like. Maybe she'll get it in hindsight. Fuck it, who knows? I like doing comedy because I've always wanted to do this. Like growing up, I wanted to sell dope. Like not enough to notice, but enough to matter. Because I'm from St. Louis, man. I just moved out here. I've been out here for about 8 months. And I've been in traffic for 7, so fuck y'all, it'll be a problem. Alright, thanks guys. I'm Captain.
Get up for Cappuccino! Alright. Now we have Alice Hamilton. We have Scotty Liberia. I say your name wrong, this sorry. Maria Christina. Get one more. And Patrick Harrison. So get up for Alice Hamilton!
Not all babies are cute. My mom opened a daycare center in my house when I was 7. I've nannied and babysat for over 40 families and ran my own daycare center for 3 years. So if I tell you your baby is ugly, that is my professional opinion. You've got a gross one. I'm a nanny now. I don't like it when the kids want to run around in the park just because they're white and I feel like it doesn't look super good when I'm chasing them. Because I'm a nanny, I have a car seat in my car, and I didn't realize that when people see that, they're not just going to assume I'm a nanny. They're going to assume that I have a kid. Anyway, the car seat scared the shit out of my boyfriend. It's like, what have you not been telling me? Oh, I can't fuck white dudes anymore. Just because I don't like to fuck with a dog in the room. I can't whip your dick out of your adult footy pajamas anymore. I can't. I'm done. It's niggas only. So when your black dogs just bark at you, which I don't care for, what I hate even more is that white people will sometimes try to blame you for their dog barking at you. They'll just be like, oh my god, it's so weird that Muffins would bark at you because she's like a great judge of character. Yeah, this is my fault. It's not because I'm your only black friend and Muffins is fucking racist. It's because I have terrible character. Yeah, Muffins knows that I don't give change to homeless people. She's like, bark, bark, you cunt. How do you know this, by the way? Can white people talk to animals? Because that shit's a superpower. Like, it's not a good one. You're going to be spending a lot of time with Aquaman and Hawkeye, but, like, it's still. Like, it's still a superpower. Ugh, fucking white people and your dogs. You're like, it's my baby. I'm like, you should have got an abortion. Thank you, America.
I'm not a white dude, I promise. I have Maria Cristina, then we have Patrick Harrison. Let's give it up for Scotty Iberia.
Skylar Skolovaria. Sound like a lunch meat. Jesus. I know what you're thinking. What's with the vest, McFly? I don't have to wear this shit. Want something that keeps my arms full, my bottom breathe. I know what you're thinking. You're like, Scott, you look like a douchebag ski instructor from a 1980s comedy. Am I right? Just come down on my ski things like, stay off the slopes, Peterson. You're a dead man. Shh, Snow. Shh. I know, I look like I jerk off to the sound of my protein shaker. I get it! That's what my friend told me the other day, as he's staring right at me. You look like you jack off to the sound of your protein shaker, dog. Those are the friends I have. Oh man. When I first came down here, some guy was like, hey man, you look like the guy who makes the funny faces and shit on the movies. I was like, took me a second, I was like, Jim Carrey? He's like, yeah, that masked motherfucker. Yeah, you look like that dude. I was like, oh, I can look like his, his body double or something. Yeah, you can look like his fuck double, y'all. And just stared at me. 1 weekend. Oh, man. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys like massages? Anybody like massages here? Fuck you, I hate massages. My God, my wife loves to go get massages, right? And it's always a peaceful experience to her. And for me, it's just trying to stay alive for 1 hour. So you walk in and it's all just a shady lie. You walk in, there's all that music, it's like ding, 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 and there's like, waves and stuff. You're like, oh, this is gonna be nice. And they walk you down a little hallway, and there's little candles, and then you lay down on the table thing, you put your face in that little toilet seat thing. And they put that little, the gasket down, put your face in there, and then some little feet come around. And then all of a sudden, you're getting your ass kicked by a demon in flip-flops for 45 minutes. Oh my God. Man, you're not supposed to make sounds like this when you're getting a massage. Holy, did I just swallow a bobcat, or are you playing Puppet Master? What's going on with my body right now? And my wife's always like, this is nice. And I'm always like, it's been 30 minutes. Can I start fighting back now? My God. When they hit that part, oh, right. And they always ask you that weird question too. They're always like, how is pressure? I don't know, are you fisting me? I taste blood. Is that cilantro? Hit that part right in the middle of your back. You feel like it's a police confession. Are you LAPD? I killed Biggie. God. Tupac. I am the Zodiac. Get off me. Man. I just wish I was tougher. That's my time, guys. Thank you very much.
Massages. Anyway, let's go on. Okay. So Maria Cristina, Patrick Harrison, Mike Chupa. Let's go from there. So Maria Cristina.
Everybody, yay! Maria Cristina, it's hard to say, right? Yeah, since I got here, I became MC. But since my family name is Heather, so I became MC Heather. And then people is waiting for a big DJ to show up, and then I show up. So what the hell is that? And then we don't know. Well, I got here because I'd fallen in love, and I am Italian. I was born and raised in Italy, so every time I made love to my husband, that's cool, right? Yeah. I make love to my husband. I sing a very romantic song to him, which sounds like senza fine, solo un attimo senza fine. Translated, never ending. It's the moment that's never ending. Take care of yourself, cause it's never ending. And this happens normally at 3 o'clock a.m. and I don't want to do that at all, right? So I can feel it's coming, and I move in bed and I slide away from the octopus, which is going to grab my butt, and then I'm gonna get fucked. Yes. How fun, yeah. And sometimes I say, well, can I actually, find you a mistress, or would you like me to to find a hooker for you or something, so you're gonna leave me alone, right? But, you know, there are several things in between Italy and the United States of America which makes a big difference. One of this are what you guys call Jersey Italians. So I'm an actor, right? So I see they looking for Jersey Italian and I show up. And then I look around and say, what is this? They all look like they came off an Al Capone movie. I mean, really, I mean, Italy's not like that. I mean, maybe in some region of Italy, 80 years ago, 100 years ago, but it's not like that. So I don't match at all. And I was kind of, oh my gosh. But talking about Al Capone, there are other things that we kind of share but are different, like toilets. Yay! Toilets in Italy, they have a big, gigantic hole, you know, and when you flash, anything disappears in there. Goodbye, Al Capone! Hey. Not in the United States of America. They have a tiny, tiny hole with some water in it. And, you know, you can really see that and measure the shape and, you know, the color, whatever. So let's say I want to get rid of my husband, right? I have to cut the guy in tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. I don't know how many. And then I have to flash it out one by one. So I will never get rid of it. But there is another thing which is also in between the habits. I have a child and she goes to school. And have you ever heard about this crazy American thing? Have you ever heard about the volunteering thing? You know what that is? It means that you have to go to school and take care of being a teacher and do their job, but unpaid. You do it for free. I done it once and I got a pile of homework to correct, and the teacher was doing her own business, I don't know what, so why should I do that? But there are mothers, which are very nice, and others, Debbies. There is a Debbie in everybody's life. And one day Debbie comes to me and says, Maria Cristina, are you Italian, right? Yes, I am. Oh, I thought it would be nice if you could cook spaghetti for the classroom party. Are you out of your fucking mind? Spaghetti for 90 people? I don't even know how to start to cook spaghetti for 90 people. What is this? Is it a racial thing? I'm Italian, I have to cook spaghetti. If you're German, you have to cook bratwurst. Thank you, guys.
Give it up for Maria for volunteering to make spaghetti! Did say that, right? So, now we have Patrick Harrison, Mike Chupa, Maddie Hansen, and let's go one more so we know everybody on the list. And then we have Monterey Martinez. So give it up for Patrick Harrison.
Fucking Italians, all right?
Watch
I'm glad to be here. I really need this $50. You know things are going bad financially. You start doing double takes for pieces of furniture on the street. My girlfriend accused me of looking at another woman, and I was like, no, that dresser's only missing 2 drawers. My girlfriend is great. She's Mexican, and she's short. She's 4'11". She's a little thick, though. I call her Ariana Mas Grande. I told that joke once, and somebody from the crowd yelled out, she's Italian! So I was like, sorry, I meant Ariana Mas Grande! It's hard to date in this city when you're broke, and that caused me to tell lies. Like, women would come back to my apartment, they'd see no furniture, and they'd be like, Patrick, are you poor? I'd be like, no, I'm not poor, I'm a minimalist. The things you own end up owning you, like the women love it. Not true. Women would be like, hey, can we go out for dinner? I'd be like, oh, sorry, actually I'm doing this new fasting thing, but hey, catch me in like 22 hours, girl, we'll go out. Done. Another one was like, hey, Patrick, go to the movies? Actually, I'm Amish, alright, so we can either make a fireplace or have sex, you pick. Things got so bad, I considered dating homeless women, right? Now hear me out. I think there'd be some advantages versus dating a woman with an address, right? For example, you're never gonna have that fight, your place or mine, right? You know they're not possessive. Maybe to a fault, right? But obviously there would be some disadvantages. Homeless women have a lot of baggage. You have garbage bags all over your apartment. Probably a shopping cart behind the couch. But I'm a gentleman. Chivalry is not dead. I would not just kick them to the curb when it was over. I would drop them off at the corner and I found them at. Yes. You know who's not homeless is my boy Kanye West. He actually bought a plane this week. Let's give it up for Kanye, huh? Yeah, give it up for Kanye, yeah. I love Kanye because that guy can put a positive spin on anything. I listened to an interview he did and he said, yeah, so I had my breakdown. Because I like to call it my breakthrough. I was like, wow, I'm going to start framing stuff in my life like that. A friend of mine said recently, hey Pat, I heard you're unemployed. I'm like, ha, no, I'm like fun employed. You have to go to a job, I have a great time, all day, every day. I recently got my first DUI. Woo! Give it up for me, give it up for me. But I don't look at it as a DUI. I look at it as, do I learn from this and grow as a man, be my best self. People are like, Pat, you better, your license is suspended. I'm like, ha, I'm like, license suspense? Will they catch me? Won't they catch me? They caught me. Thank you.
Give it up for Mike Chupa!
Not Mike Chupa.
Oh, wait, did I mess up again?
I can hear it.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, so we have Mike Chupa out there, right? Yes, sir. All right. Then we have Maddie Hansen. Then we have Monterey Martinez. Give it up, Mike Chupa!
Thanks very much. This year, for Lent, I gave up. I just gave up, actually. My dad saw a sign that said, drive as if your kids live in this neighborhood. So we made a U-turn and took off in the head or something. It still hurts. I probably don't need to tell you guys this, but I like to go clubbing. Mostly Costco is... okay, this is a Walmart crowd, I apologize. The first word that I learned in Spanish when we moved out here in the 5th grade was my last name, Chupa. We have any Spanish speakers here in the audience now? Can you tell the rest of the group what Chupa means in Spanish?
Suck.
Suck. That's right, Chupa. My name is Mike Sucks, actually. Growing up in LA, that really chupa, I have to tell you. I heard it all. Chupa mi huevos, chupa mi verga, suck my balls, suck my dick. Thanks for the offer, but no, but congratulations on coming out. That was very brave of you guys. I just like to look at it as if I'm honest. You don't like the show, Mike sucks. I mean, it's right there in the name, just like that joke right there. And actually, frankly, Mike Chupa is actually my stage name. My real name is Bob Pedophile, and I think... Okay, you're ready to kill that. I had a blood test done. Turns out I'm a crip. I was just surprised to see you guys. That was a blood. I don't know what happened. Thank you. So I'm in my orientation with the group, and they said, "You want to be a crip? You got to join a tagging group first." I said, "Well, I haven't done this since the 5th grade, but okay. Tag, you're in." So they shot me. I'm going to leave you guys with one final thought. People say success is the best revenge. I think it's murder. As a crip, I mean, that's how it works. Thank you guys very much.
Give it up for the crip, like Tupac! Okay, Matt Hansen, Monterey Martinez, William Chang. Let's go from there because everything's upside down. Okay, so Maddie Hansen! Welcome, Maddie Hansen!
Everyone hates Trump. I don't. I've never hated Trump. I didn't hate Obama. You know, I'm a very enlightened person, and I'm just too busy hating other female comics. So, you know, hate's better when you know someone, I think. I'm kind of religious, but I am not spiritual, which you will not hear in LA ever again. But it's funny, there's a lot of New Age people now, and my best friend growing up, we went to church together, now she wants to be a witch, and I'm like, I think you're too fat to be a witch, but that's just my opinion, I don't know. I'm an expert on witches. My mom's very dykey. She doesn't look dykey, but her hobbies are. She used to be a pilot, now she's a day trader in the stock market. You know, she just has that big dyke energy. And I kind of inherited it, the dyke doesn't fall far from the tree, And dykes rarely fall, they're very good climbers, so. I work in a doll store. I'm around kids a lot. It's really changed my view on abortion, I used to be very pro-life. And now I'm it didn't really change my view on abortion, it just I still think abortion is murder, it changed my view on murder, I don't think murder is acceptable. Tired of getting unsolicited advice from men. I wish they would go back to touching people. My nightmare at this point is being at a party, drunk, and some guy takes me into a room, locks the door, and he's like, okay, take out a pen and paper, I have some feedback for you on your comedy. Smile, you look prettier when you smile. Come on, let's go over your finances, little lady. And then I'm just rape me. Get it done. This sucks. My uncle, he's a schizophrenic. He lives in abandoned Fargo, and he sends us death threats. Which, I appreciate, because no one writes anymore. So, I think it's nice to get a little handwritten note, that says, fuck you, cunt, love Uncle Tim. I think that's very sweet. I date a lot of gay guys. I lost my virginity to a gay guy. But, there weren't really any signs, he was a very normal guy. He was a playwright and had a lot of friends in the Navy, normal things like that, And I introduced him to my parents. My mom was like, oh, wow, that is a fag. How was I supposed to know? I don't know. I make a lot of jokes about gays, but I've never been raped, so I have a very small pool of material to work with. All right, thanks, my name's Matt.
Here's Maddie and I have something in common. I lost my virginity to a lesbian. So now let's go through the order. Monterey Martinez, Paul Copers, Pioneer, sorry. And then William Chang. So let's get up to Monterey Martinez.
Uh-oh, 2 girls in a row. You guys are in for it. When you're getting molested and you're how long is this going to take? When it's consensual, there's a time frame. My pedophile, that's how I like to talk about it, my pedophile used to leave money under my pillow like a gentleman. I was thank you for making me a tiny hooker. He'd leave a 20 and I'm the going rate is 40, but whatever. I would always buy myself school clothes with the money because I'm resourceful. I'm not one of those regular girls, okay? And I always used to get mad whenever I'd hear adults talk and they'd be you kids don't know the value of $1. And I'm actually I do. I'm getting touched for this backpack. It's Nike. Is that dark? I always like that's how I know my brain's fucked up, is like when I think you guys are weird. I'm like, you didn't get molested? Oh, you had a dad in a driveway? Oh, okay. You prude. Put yourself out there. That's how you gotta convince yourself you're okay. But I think it's great, not at the time, obviously, but like now I think it's great that I got molested because you can always use it to your advantage. Like, my roommate's like, hey, it's your turn to do the dishes. And I'm like, I was violated. It's never my turn to do the dishes. It just works. I am a woman, obviously, I don't have to say that, right? And like, I support women, but like, there's like some feminism where I'm like, shut up. I don't like the numbers part. I don't like when women are like, do you know that 87% of women feel pressure to look beautiful at all times? I'm like, do you know 100% of everybody hates when you talk like that? Shut up, sister. Or I don't like the kind of feminism, I'll be at a grocery store and there's like a hot girl like on the magazine cover. My friend will be like, this is what I'm talking about. Put a real girl on the cover. And I'm like, that is a real girl. And she's like, yeah, it doesn't represent us. Most women don't look like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's why she's on the cover. Most women don't look like that. When you're cute, you go on the cover. You're smart. Sell me ArcLight tickets. That's fucked up. My mom always tries to give me dating advice, and I'm like, you've been divorced 4 times. Like, we're gonna skip your turn. My dad was Puerto Rican, one of my stepdads was from Mexico, the other one was from Saudi Arabia, and I was like, Mom, just get a passport. Like, you can just go to those places, you know that, right? Alright, that was my set, thank you so much.
Give it up for Monterey Martinez. She's selling ArcLight tickets. Okay, now we have Paul Conyers, William Shane. I didn't fix that. Seth Plummer, and then we'll go one more so we know. No, we won't. Okay, so let's give it up to Paul Conyers.
What is up, guys? Good to be here. So a little about me. I am part giraffe, and I don't mind when people ask me about my height for the most part. That's fine. What I do kind of mind though is when you guys tell me what I should be doing with my height. You know, like the other day, a guy came up to me. He was like, "Oh man, if I were as tall as you, I'd be in the NBA." And he said it as if I was supposed to be like, "Oh fuck, why didn't I think of that?" Do you know what they're hiring? The minimum salary in the NBA is $540,000 a year. You honestly don't think I checked into that shit? I mean, they'll keep my resume on file, don't worry. I'm visiting you guys from the Bay Area, and I like the Bay Area. It's an interesting place. People get very easily offended there, like very triggered place. To give you an example, I was in a coffee shop the other week, and I got to see a girl go ballistic, and I mean, she lost her shit. All because the barista had the audacity to ask her if she wanted milk with her coffee. That was it. She was a vegan, I guess. And look, I don't mean to disparage any vegans in here. I like vegans. You guys are a walking reminder that some things are just not worth the effort. But I have a vegan friend, he was like, I don't have any toxins in my body. And I was like, all right, well, I'm not a bummer at parties, so, you know, tomato, tomato. And so this girl orders, and the barista was like, man, would you like us to leave any room at the top for milk? And that's when she lost it. She had this disgusted look on her face. She goes, ugh, why would I want murder juice in my coffee? And just stormed out. I mean, I was as bewildered as you guys. I mean, first of all, murder juice? How do you think we obtain milk? Like, are we just killing the cows for that shit? I have got to watch Food Inc. Is there a farmer 10 minutes into that documentary just sawing Bessie's head off like, oh yeah, the best milk's in the neck. City folk go for the others. I've never heard that phrase in my life before, murder juice, but wouldn't that be a term that be reserved for, I don't know, blood, right? Like, what world is this girl living in where milk is scarier than blood? Like there's some homicide detective outside a crime scene. Johnson, it's a goddamn milk bath in there. Haven't seen anything like it since the Nesquik massacre of '94. You can go ahead and not want milk in your coffee, that's fine. All don't give it a weird name and be mortified that it's available. That's like if I were to offer you some water, you could be like, excuse me? What makes you think I want a glass of cloud piss, sir? You know? If you don't like something, you don't like something. I hate spinach dip. You don't see me walking around like, get that Popeye come out of here, you know? Alright, thanks guys.
Give it up for Popeye come. That sounds interesting. This gay man's learning things, all kinds of things today. Okay, so give it up for Paul Conyers. Alright. Let's go through the list. We're getting close. We're getting close, folks. Someone's going to be crowning $50 in their pocket, dancing home to 7-Eleven. All right, so William Chang, Seth Plummer, Jack Storbeck, and then Malik B. So let's give it up for William Chang.
So I got a DUI too. Yeah, so I have to attend these DUI classes. I was at class this last Saturday. And before the class starts, we sit in a circle, we share our names, and tell people what we do. So I tell people that I'm a comedian, and the girl sitting next to me was like, can you tell me a joke, can you tell me a joke, can you tell me a joke? At 9 o'clock in the morning. So I said, yeah, I'll tell you a joke, you're pretty. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, that's a joke. Yeah. Well, that's why you don't ask a comedian to tell you a joke at 9 o'clock in the morning. And so I was like, hey, why do you see people go up to a firefighter and tell him, hey, can you show me how to fight fire right now? No, that's dumb, right? So I ride a bus. That's right, I'm poor. I see these billboards, not billboards, posters posting on like benches. 4.6 million children have access to loaded and unlocked guns. And that's good. At least it's not 5 million. Right? So I don't understand the poster because it gives you a problem, but where's the solution? Do I lock the guns or do I unload the guns? It doesn't tell you, so I have no idea. You know, people ask me, would you ever date someone who has kids? I said, yeah, I date women with kids, but they better be rich. They're not going to pay for the kids. Yeah, so I am single, and yeah, that's why I play video games. I have a friend, he saw what was going on with the fire, and he texted me. He said, are you okay? I said, yeah, I'm okay. I don't live near the trees. I'm not rich. I'm fine. And he said, oh, that's good. I said, that's not good. I'm still single. It's burning on the inside. So I did that joke, and then a lady came up to me afterwards and said, hey, that's not good that you did a joke on a fire. I said, no, listen, I was talking about my loneliness. It's burning on the inside. She didn't get it. Let's see. So I went to pay for my rent, and my property manager looked at me, and she said, hey, you know what? You look like a Christian. I am a Christian, but I also know what I look like. I look like I know how to use chopsticks. So I don't know where the Christian came from. Anyways, that's my set. Thanks.
Good for William Chang to being a Christian. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Sweet Jesus. All right. So Seth Plummer, Jack Storbeck, Malik B. Give it up for Seth Plummer.
Thanks, guys. I am a loser of almost immeasurable amount. I got rejected by the dog walking app WAG. I got rejected to pick up other animals' shit. Holy shit balls. Not qualified. Okay. Loser. The only thing I can't lose is weight. It's crazy. I've been riding my bike to do open mics because I'm like, fuck, if I'm gonna bomb all over town, I should at least try and get in shape. Can't lose weight, man. I'm always hungry. Like, the exercise makes it worse. I just wish someone would come up with edible exercise. Eat my way to fitness. You can't possibly overeat edible exercise. You just get in better and better shape so you can fly. That'd be awesome. Guys, how come you get a ticket for using a handicapped parking spot, but you don't get a ticket for using a handicapped toilet? You have a big stall in the public restroom. That's for people that like have big wheels that they need to like get in. Do you guys think Satanists worry about getting sent to heaven as much as Christians worry about getting sent to hell? I feel they must worry about it. I can't go to heaven, man. I'm a Satanist. Fuck heaven. Like, what do they do? What do they go about their day? Do some evil shit today. I'm gonna go tell all my neighbors I'm a sex offender so their noisy fucking kids won't play wiffle ball in front of my house. Thanks, guys. Give it up for your heads.
I didn't know wiffle ball was a distinguishing factor, but now I know. Thank you, Seth. Seth Plummer! So now we have Jack Storbeck, Mallet B, and Daryl Kamak. Jack Storbeck! Come on back!
Thank you. I think you're so tall, don't you? Talking all the tall jokes because you get to go first. Fuck it, fine. I'll do plain B. But yeah, so I'm alone. But my roommate's trying to help. He's trying to get me on Hinge and Tinder and all those apps. But, you know, I mean, I already have a LinkedIn. So, like, I don't really need another app where people can go look at my profile and just be like, I don't think so. Like, literally, it does not matter, like, what profile you're on. You just look at, no matter who's looking, they're just like, I don't think he has the experience to do the job right. Okay. But no, I don't want to shit on myself too hard. But you know, I identify a lot with Denny's, and having sex with me is kind of like ordering the salmon there. Like very few people with questionable tastes have had it, and it's not bad. Like it could be better, but it's not terrible. But you don't go back to Denny's for the salmon. You're better off with coffee and just a nice conversation, and then you'll go back. But speaking of flirting, I caught myself flirting with my dad the other week. I can explain. So I have a car insurance payment coming up on December 1st, and I'm in a little bit of a financial pinch, and I can't just ask him outright for money. You know, you gotta like soften him up and kind of get him going a little bit. So we were at Thanksgiving, and I was looking at him, and I was talking, and I was just like, it's so crazy that you're 59 and you have like so few gray hairs. It's like all my friends' dads have like gray hair, and it's like, with someone with this much pressure at work that you have, it's crazy that you look so great. And you know, I don't want to sound gauche or anything, but you know, sometimes you have to compliment your dad's ass to get State Farm off of yours. So, but like before you judge me, I just want to say that really flirting is everywhere. You know, you flirt with your roommates and tell them how grateful you are that they're in your life to get them to take out the trash. You flirt with your grandpa on Veterans Day, tell him thank you for his service because you know that Christmas is right around the corner, you can get those nice presents. And then you flirt with strangers at a bar to try and get laid. And that's all life really is. It's just flirting with strangers and loved ones for individual personal gain until the day you die. And that's kind of why they call it flirting with death, you know, just because the flirting stops when death finally looks at you and they're just like, fuck it, I'll take this one home. But I was at the doctor the other day and I was looking through the magazines and I was realizing that a lot of them remind me of people in my life, you know. There was Time magazine, which reminded me of my mother because every week is a new fucking issue. There was People magazine, which reminded me of my ex because there's constantly guys way more attractive and successful than me inside her. And then, of course, there was Consumer Report magazine, which reminded me of my grandmother, and you probably haven't read it because it was discontinued in 2014. Fuck it. Thank you for that. That's my time.
Jack Storbeck. Did you get your insurance paid? Oh, we'll find out later. All right, so we're coming up to the end, so make sure you stick tight. Everybody's doing a great job. Give yourself a big hand. We're doing a great job out there. Last week's show, I looked back at it and I loved it. It was so good, I posted it up. This week's show is just as good, so you guys are doing a great job. Give yourself a big hand one more time. That's for you. So good for Mount B. Then we have Daryl, and then we have Karina. So Mount B.
I hate how you call people names like that. It's so confusing. It's your sixth show, you should be prepared by now. Asshole. Rent due Friday, people. So I just want to throw out that friendly reminder. Because I came from a street fight today. I feel good. That's what's wrong with this country, bro. Not enough street fights. I Googled that shit. We down 12%. Are y'all doing y'all part? No. Street fighting like brings togetherness. You didn't even know that. Imagine two of these people start fighting, and they're like, oh, what they fighting for? I don't know. Hi, my name is Malik. You know what I mean? Y'all not even in a unit right now. Y'all ain't even whatever. Because tough guys, they ruin it. These tough guys eat muscles, you know. Fake tough guys, they're trying to fight all the time. Like, what's up? What's up? Want to do shit? They hold me back. I can't stand them. They ruin a street fight. It was a good art. Now we don't know what to do with it. Because you don't know if they're going to fight anymore. It's so confusing. Like, I was in Atlanta, and I was in Whole Foods, and I saw these two black dudes arguing, right? I was with my little nephew. I'm like, oh, shit, okay. I'm intrigued. So the dude take his shirt off. He was like, what's up? He was like, what's up? He take his shirt off. So the big dude with the braids, he swung. The other dude ducked and grabbed him. I pointed to my nephew, like, yo, he about to slam him. So when he grabbed him, they started kissing. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit about? He was like, is this what you want? This what you want? I ain't showing you enough attention. Apparently there was gay lovers. I was mad as hell. I just pushed my nephew. Get your Beyond Burgers. The fuck about it? You know Beyond Burgers. Oh, you ever been so scared that you said some shit backwards? Like, I was mad as hell. Like, hey, you gay dudes supposed to be fighting. Oh, we want to fight. What's up? What's up? He did this. I'm not prepared for this. I'm prepared for this. What's up? You can scratch the shit out of me. I don't want to. All right. I was scared. Nigga. I was like, nah, I got plenty of friends in the LMAFO community. He was like, you laughing your fucking ass off? I'm like, nah, I'm not. All right. I'm glad that didn't work. Who did you kidnap and be the judge this week? You the judge? You like Michael Moore. You supposed to be reporting shit. Oh, this comedy. I'm trying to want to.
I like it.
Oh, you like, who is that?
Good call, man.
This comedy, man. Y'all want to be quiet for $50. All right. like I'm the bad guy. Don't get him the $50. The shit. I'm my favorite comic. I won today. I'm my favorite comic. You know what I mean? We up here, we performing like, okay, how did I do it? $50? You can go to Target and ball out. Congratulations. I appreciate y'all. I'm not a fan.
Sounds like two gay lovers can find another gay guy like me. So anyway, we got some things going on here. Thank you, Malik, for that direction. So now we have Daryl Kemak and we have Karina Luna. So let's give it up for Daryl.
Actually, it's K-Mac. That's all good. K-Mac is a Polish Jewish name. Pretty obvious, right? I don't claim to be a Polish Jew, but sometimes I do have a craving for matzo ball and fried chicken soup. So. Mazel tov, motherfuckers. And I'd like to tell you all something else about me, which is probably the most important because I've had a couple of conversations. I am not security here. I'm not, I swear. You know, the funny thing is not just here. I swear, if I'm in a public place and I'm standing near a door somewhere, don't think I'm security. That's fun, right? I could be standing there minding my own business and someone will come up to me and say, hey man, is it okay if I go outside and come back in? I'm like, hey, it's okay with me. Can I smoke in here? Hey, go right ahead, man. Smoke them if you got them, bro. I've even had other security guards come up to me and say, hey man, I want to take a break right now. Man, I'm not your relief. All right, you got 10 minutes. Have your ass back here in 10 minutes. I was standing out in front of Home Depot the other day and people kept handing me their receipt. You know, after a while, I took out my Sharpie and I started checking the bags and shit. No, I think you stole that shit right there. I'm going to confiscate that shit. And I don't see your ass back at the store either. I'll be looking for your ass. But the point is, you can't judge a book by its cover, man. Right? So like, I go to Subway. Woo. Damn, the room got quiet. Y'all some judgmental motherfuckers. Now, I go to Subway and I bought myself a sandwich and a drink. Right? So I get ready to get in my car, and the car next to me happened to be a woman who happened to be white. No problem, white people. Right? And she locked her door. Yeah, all I had in my hand was a sandwich and a drink. I said, well, maybe she thought I'm gonna take her with my foot long. Y'all get quiet on that one. Yeah, it did have extra meat, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I would rather be thought of as a security than a suspect, right? Yeah, because you know, and nowadays black people get the police call them for just doing normal everyday shit. Right? I could be somewhere eating a sandwich. And somebody called the police and say, hey, there's a nigga over there eating a sandwich. And there's something mighty suspicious the way he's chewing on that motherfucker. Well, y'all got real quiet on that shit, too. By show of hands, we have any racists in the crowd? Any Trump supporters? No, I'm not saying if you that you're racist, you know, all Trump supporters are racist. But if you're racist, you probably are a Trump supporter. Anyway, thank you very much.
we have our judge tabulating all the scores and finding out what the winner. Let's hear a little tunes, and we'll give him about a minute, okay? Hold on. Notes for everybody, and first of all, I do want to say that everybody, I like the fact you're coming here to win, because I see a lot of you out there doing mics, and you're coming here to try to win. So give yourself a big hand. Everybody's a winner here. And I want to thank you. Tell your friends, come back, because we're going to have a $500 winner soon. And every week you have an opportunity. If you win, you can come back and you can play. You just can't win the $50, okay? And the second place winner would actually get the option into the grand finale. So let me give it up for Jonathan Themis. He'll tell you what he wants.
All right, well, this is a stupid thing to do, really. Judging comedy. All right, well, you know, I'm kind of a jokey joke guy. I like jokes. I like a guy that comes up, or a woman that comes up, tells me who they are, tells me what's wrong with them. You only have 3 minutes. I need to know who you are, what's wrong with you, and jokes that are pointed towards that. That's what I like.
All right.
I like punchlines. So here we go. So these are the 3 guys I liked. I don't know. I liked everybody, but what do we got? Seth Plummer.
All right, Seth. Come on up.
Mike Chupa.
Oh, Chupa.
And Daryl Kamak.
Yes. Daryl.
Those are the 3 guys. I guess, I don't know, we're going to sing a song. And, so how do I do this? Do I do this like,
Any way you want to announce it. Yep, you're giving the money out.
Okay. These guys got money on top. All right, so my guy is the guy that I thought did the best job was Seth Plummer.
All right, Seth. Good job. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Seth. Wait. I'm going to take a picture.
But all 3 of these guys are great. You know, all 3 of you guys had one thing in common. They all 3 told me who they were and what was wrong with them. And for me, that's real important, because especially in 3 minutes, I need to know why I'm laughing at you. And these 3 guys did it. So.
All right, good job. He has notes if you want notes. Hey, Seth, I'm going to take a picture. You guys are going to take a picture, so just wait, okay?
All of us?
Yeah.
The host, the judge?
Yeah, the judge too. I have to change this thing, though.